Good morning, student. Today, I thought I'll take you to some different sensitive topic away from little science that you all are studying these days. So, in your syllabus, chapter number 9 is social health. Okay. So, earlier we have studied the importance of physical health, cleanliness, and staying healthy. However, the concept of being healthy does not end here. We have great impact on our social health during our growing years. The factor affecting social health are listed below. You can see in the picture. Student, our lifestyle has been changed to some extent in this age of technology. Each person is busy with their own daily routine work and their favorite job or entertainment or game that you have on your apps. Do you think this is scientifically correct? Let's just discuss today why it is so important to have good social health and why this whole chapter is dedicated to your syllabus. There must be something serious about it, isn't it? We all have to understand and know how it can impact our life, our family, even our close friends. So, what is social health? Why this much importance is given for social health? So it is the ability of a person to establish a relationship with other person, ability to change one's own behavior according to the changing social condition. Even now the scenario is something difficult for us, like because of novel covid-19 we have changed our lifestyle. We maintain social distancing when we go out. We sanitize things when things comes from outside. We take care a lot of care about our health and hygiene. We see that we wear mask, we don't touch anything unnecessary. So you have to change the lifestyle as per the changing environment. We have to be updated what is going on in the news, what is going on in the technology field, how we can what are the various fields where the employment can be done, what are the means of education, what how you can improve your studying, like smartly how you can study. So you have to keep on changing the way you behave or think as per the changing time, isn't it? But that doesn't mean that we have to be excessive and unnecessary use the modern technology and communication media, because that makes our viewpoint like in very selfishness manner. I'll tell you how. Like person spending the time with cell phone or several hours are usually unaware of the surrounding, which is also a sort of addiction. So addiction of just keeping all the time the laptop or checking the phone, the social media, what is there has come, how many likes I have got on my photograph, how many people has commented on my post. All these are keeping their your mind consumed all the time. You don't think in a particular direction that what you can you have this time, free time, so you can utilize this free time into something constructive rather than doing and following all this so-called modern technology that makes you cool, but that is not cool, right? Various physical health problems like tiredness, headache, insomnia is like keeping awake for late night, you don't get sleep, forgetfulness, joint pain, problem in vision may arise due to radiation of cell phones. Yes, and the radiation of cell phone just penetrate your bones, and it is found that the radiation penetrates more effectively in child bones than the adult bone. So be aware about all these things. Using of technology in like entertainment, if we watch a movie or if we playing a game on laptop or phone, we are sitting at one place. That makes us like physically unfit, we don't move around. So this habit of sitting and just playing and connecting with the entertainment or any technology things, so we are getting selfish in some way, and that makes you sad, irritated sometimes. The problems like autistic and selfishness arise, and we becomes less sensitive towards other. Chronic effect of such tendency that are not ready to help other in need, and once they are wanting the help, they will also not get help. So we are in a way, we are have just um, made ourselves irresponsible and selfish. We have made our web like a cocoon in which we want to be in that cocoon all the time, and nobody disturbs us, which is very bad thing to do. You can understand. Children who watch cartoon films, they imitate the character of those film. This tendency of behavior of children who plays game like virtual war and car races brought about the virtual accidents deliberately, and gradually they become, these children becomes negative. Some games available on the cell phones and computer are extremely time consuming, isn't it? And because of that, children may lose the concentration span, and some time that they have to devote on the subject, and the other important thing they devote on those things which is like giving them the negative things only. Okay. Along with some useful purpose, huge information is available in the internet to be used. Some inappropriate videos are also there. There are regulation, government regulations, but still there are some other regulations also that we find that is not coming under the government rules, and hence the videos which are available that shouldn't be watched by children, it is available on those digital platform, isn't it? Now, what are the factors that affect the social health? We all have like if one, there is an increased competition for education, employment, business due to the increasing population. Children are facing problems like loneliness, sadness because their parents, in some families, the both the parents are working, and those families living in cities, they are nuclear family. So the child whoever is growing in that particular family, if he or she feels anything sad about something, so there is no one to share, and that keeps on just adding in their mental health. So that becomes a stress, and that child behaves in a certain way, in very abnormal or irritated way all the time. So, and also with the girls, lots of time, lots of families, we have heard that there is discrimination between boys and girls. The girls are given the leftover food, the girls are sent to the simple school, whereas the boys are given all the privileges. We have heard all these things. So also the girls, adolescent girls, they are when they go out, they have lots of cases about molestation and teasing, even there in home also. So these all things makes like your brain is occupied with all these thoughts, and that makes your brain and mind all negative. So that impact has to be neutralized or normalized by somebody. So how it will be normalized? When you share something, when you say something to your close friends or your family members or anybody whom you rely, but don't just build up in the mind. Or if you see that anyone around is having such tendency of not sharing the things, just keeping to their own, or being sad all the time, so you can understand that they must be going something in their life, that is why they are behaving in that way. So try to help those kind of friends or those kind of people. Some people, like elder one, they have the habit of making the money. You must have seen in movies, the to have this greed, they take the wrong way to earn money faster. So that also, the taking and showing off, that also is has become the fashion. So that also remain in their mind all the time, that how I can be how I can up my market, how I can up my value in the market. So that constant thing, keeping you on the top, that also creates some kind of stress in the mind. And when that person fails to do so, he just do something abnormal, isn't it? Now, next thing is addiction of tobacco, addiction of cigarette, alcohol, gutka, pan, this all, even the mobile phones, even the technology, these all are the addiction. Now people, the children from your own age, it is found that the peers, the friends of children, first they provoke, or they engage in some way, that if you don't behave like them, if you don't take their offer, they will be unfriend, or they will call you uncool, or they will call you not a man, or something like that will happen. But children, you all are aware about these bad habits, that what it can do with your life. You know about drugs, you know about tobacco, you know about nicotine, because it permanently damages your nervous system, muscle system, heart. Even we have studied the carcinogenic effect of tobacco containing substances on mouth and lungs. Carcinogenic is cancer causing. So I hope everybody has seen, before the movie start, there is a 2-3 minutes ka video comes on the cinema, which tells you that how dangerous the tobacco chewing can it be. Oral and lungs cancer are mostly caused by chewing up or smoking cigarette, isn't it? Now, the third thing is incurable disease, the disease which cannot be cured, like AIDS, leprosy, some other skin diseases, mental disorder these days are very much, like we hear so much about it. Also, the scenario of old person in families, when people get old, they are sent to the old age home. In cities, the number of old age home has increased. So you can understand that people are just sending their old parents to these old age home. Can you imagine the mindset or the sadness of those old people? Don't you think they should be with their family members? Don't you think that they should be like given that much importance and respect as we give to other members of the family? So all this scenario is creating mental stress in everybody's life, and we have to make it positive. We have to think about it. We have to make our life in such a way that people around us feels happy, or at least they should try to share their problem. Hmm? One more thing I would like to add here about the alcohol. People are offered, when in party they offer alcohol. It is very cool to have alcohol in the parties and all. You all know that alcohol is made by fermentation of maltose and fruit juices and other substances, cereals and all that. Okay, but what if this fermentation performed in a wrong way? So, the poisonous liquor or poisonous alcohol is made out of it. Now, if this poisonous alcohol is drank by people, what will happen? It will just affect their nervous system, especially brain and liver, as well as the lifespan of that person decreases due to alcoholism. You all know that, right? Brain development in growing years hindered due to alcoholism, and thereby the ability of memorization and learning becomes slow. The addicted person, do you think he can take the responsibility of the family? I don't you can think about it, right? He cannot think rationally to take in charge or take decision for their family. And that person, when this happens, they are given less respect and all those things. So that person face lots of social mental and family um, pressure. And because of that, also he has physical illness, and that also gives him more of mental stress. It's just add keeps on adding, isn't it? Now down in the picture, page number 103, I would like you to see very interesting picture is given. In first one, that left side, her mother is pulling a boy inside the house, and in second picture, mother is pushing her son to go out. What do you think, why this difference is there? What is the reason behind giving this picture? Actually, we all know that, right? In that today's day, we are not playing that much, or we are not going out to have a conversation with our friends, to have a conversation and say hello to our relatives, to go and have a walk, or to go and have a sports. We just whatever free time is there, we just sit at home and we want to just grab our phone and laptop and just play or watch. We don't think twice also, okay, that I have to go and let me just go and meet my friend, or let me just go and have a talk with my uncle and auntie who is staying nearby. So this is the case nowadays. Now what are the effects of it? I have already told you that if you're sitting at one place for a lot of time, then your vision, your bones, your weakness of memorizing, the weakness of your nervous system connectivity or memorizing the things becomes slow. You won't get sleep. There will be headache, tiredness all the time, insomnia, that sleeping late night will you will when you are waking up in the morning, you don't feel fresh. So these all are like bad effect or the side effects of sitting close to your mobile phones all the time. You can see down, the boy is eating his food with the phone in his hand. Do you think that it is right? He's doing, he's not conscious about the food his mother is made. He's not appreciating, he's not thankful to the food he is eating. He will not be able to chew his food how much it is required. So how the digestion and how it will take your digestive system and your health, you can understand that. In the second picture, you can see a person is clicking the photo on the road in which the traffic is going on, the car is going on. Do you think it is he's doing good? And we have seen and heard lots of things on the platform. The person is taking the selfie when train is coming, or lots of things during the rainfall, or some train is going, and on the track, person is standing and clicking the selfie. Why this is there? Why we are hearing all this? Even in your book, some examples are given there. There is an increasing in competition to upload the videos of road accidents. People are just not bothered to save the victims, to take the victims, or call the victim, call the ambulance, or call the police for the victims to take. But they are bothered to just upload the video as soon as possible on their WhatsApp, Instagram, or YouTube, whatever social platforms are available. There are also video clips of the parents hitting their children, and also the house help, the babysitters hitting the children. So why this is all there? Because these people are suffering from mental stress. These people are not happy, they don't share, and that stress is getting built up in their mind. And if they are alone, so that stress just comes out abnormally, isn't it? That shows that person is like having lots of negativity, lots of sadness, lots of loneliness, and nobody is there to share. He, or maybe the circumstance has made him like that, or maybe he has kept him like that. Person including in such destructive and unnatural activity are usually under stress, and such activities are actually bursting of stress. Medical science has declared such activity as mental illness, isn't it? Now, person including in selfie, person indulging in selfie is not aware about the his surrounding, what's going on, what's the news going on. He just want to show him his attitude, or want to say something, or just show off his dance move or whatever, but he's not aware of the surrounding, what is going on. So he's being selfish to such extent that he don't bother that I just want to show off. I am not bothered what's going on in my family. I don't bother what's going with my friend, what's going in my city. He doesn't bothered. These kind of student or children don't know even that who has become the prime minister of India also. So, and the second thing I would like to tell you, which is also mentioned in your book, about the selfie side. Have you heard this word, selfie side? You must have heard suicide, but selfie side has increased in some years, like lots of cases we are seeing. So people die, and in the front of camera, they they on their camera, they on their video, and they do something so abnormal that you cannot have imagine of, right? We don't think that if one has to end his life, one will open his video, record everything, and dies. Why this is so? What he wants to tell? He just gaining sympathy, or there is something else about it? Person indulging in domestic violence, sending messages to others before committing suicide, or those who send video clips of suicidal act, are actually mentally ill, and they do so just to win sympathy of some people. Like, most of this is related to the affairs of boys and girls. So that should not be the case, student. I hope this audio gives you some sense of, like, kindness, being, what is the advantage of being kind, what is the advantage of being happy, keeping your mind at peace, not indulging in negative thought. If anybody is having such thought, just go and talk to anybody, your parents, your family, your elders, friends. So whoever is listening to me, I hope you are not having any kind of this thought. And on that note, have a good day, and we'll continue how to prevent all these things, what we can do in next lecture. All right? Okay.